Hey everybody, this is Dave Dugdale, learningdslrvideo.com. If you were thinking that shooting video with a DSLR would be a cheap hobby, I have one thing to say to you. No, not gonna happen. These cameras are awesome, but you think you might, oh, I'll just buy a camera, buy one lens, but after a while you keep buying more and more things and it all starts to add up, thousands and thousands of dollars later. So what I wanted to do is develop a top 10 list of gifts that you can get for under $100. Alright, the first item is fast SD cards. I bought this particular SD card 3 years ago, 32 gig Class 6 for $130. Now you can buy even faster cards for around $20 to $30, depending on a sale. This particular one is also 32 gig and it writes at 45 megabits per second. And I've got actually another one I just bought at 95 megabits per second. So really fast cards. It's great because what you can do as you get more cards is when you're shooting out in the field, or let's say you're on vacation, instead of taking a card and using it up, what you can do is put it in your case, flip it upside down, get the next one, put it in your camera after you've transferred it, let's say, to your laptop. So that way you have a backup in 2 different places. So instead of rewriting over the card, just buy more cheap SD cards. The next item is batteries. If you own 1 battery, buy a second battery. If you own 2 batteries, buy a 3rd battery. I have never ever regretted carrying around the extra weight of an extra battery, just because I know that once the one I'm using is depleted, oh, I always have a backup, so I can leave the camera on longer. I'm not gonna miss shots. So definitely get an extra battery. Next item is the Black Rapid R strap. I love this thing. Once I got rid of the neck strap that comes with your camera and I started using this, it's just awesome. And this is, again, less than $100. One of the things, the way this works is basically your camera hangs upside down and then you can pull it up quite easily. I've never done a review on this one. The thing you don't want to do is buy a cheap one of these, because if you've got like a $3,000 5D Mark III and you've got like a $2,000 lens dangling upside down, you're not going to want to trust this particular thing if it's really cheap. So buy a good one. Also, it comes with a little extra pouch area to put in your battery or extra SD card. Next up is a 5-in-1 reflector. It's probably the most cost-effective lighting piece of equipment you'll ever buy. You can diffuse light with it, you can block light with it, you can reflect light with it, you can do gold, silver, white, and it's like $30, maybe $40. Awesome piece of gear. Get one if you don't have one. All right, next up is the digital calibration target. This thing is awesome. Great thing for beginners and also for somebody that's been doing it for a while. It's just great. You can set your exposure, you can set your white balance, you can set your focus. Awesome piece of gear. Takes the guesswork out of setting up exposure when you've got the time. All right, next up is an SD card case, or CF card case for that matter, if you like shooting with CF cards. You spent all these thousands of dollars on all this gear, and great glass, and great camera, and microphones, and lighting gear, all this stuff, and where does it go? It goes onto your SD card. And if you're not protecting it very well, you should. All right, these are really cheap, not that expensive, and pretty much a car can drive over this thing and they'll be protected. Next up is my Case Logic camera bag. This thing is awesome. It's lightweight, it carries all my stuff, all the lenses that I use, wireless microphones, I have in pouches. I even put like my Rode VideoMic Pro into a pouch. I've got my viewfinder in here. I gotta do a review on this. A lot of people keep asking me about this carry speed. Definitely need to do a review on this. So far I like it. I'm still reviewing it. And the Big Daddy, the 70-200. 5D Mark III, 24-70. There's a bunch of pouches for ND filters, all bunch of stuff. Great product. Next up is a lens cleaning kit. I've used many different ones over the years, and I've actually went out and spent a little extra money, and the Zeiss lens cleaning kit is awesome. from the spray to this thing especially. Like the microfiber cloths that come with, like if you've got an extra kit and they throw in some extras, usually those are pretty cheap. This can get the job done so much better and so much faster. And also these little wipies. So if you don't have room to carry this and you only want to carry just a few wipies in your camera bag, just carry a few of these. They dry pretty quickly after about 30 to 60 seconds, but wiping off your lens with one of these works just great. So definitely keep your lens clean, especially if you're shooting at high f-stop numbers. Extra mounting plates. I loved having these live on my cameras, even my 70-200. So I can go from a tripod, a monopod, a slider, like a Steadicam device, and all interchangeable. And so I could just go from one device to the next without having to unscrew mounts or do anything weird. Just my type of style, I go really fast. So having extra one of these is great because I'm kind of into the whole Manfrotto plate system. But whatever you guys got, whatever plate system you're into, pick up an extra one or two of them. You're gonna either lose them or you can just keep them on your cameras because they are easy to lose. All right, the last one is a mini tripod. I love this little thing. I just got this in a little while ago and I've been using it a lot. It folds up quite easily and you can put it into your, sorry if the audio is going away because I am using this microphone right now. But this thing will actually support the weight of a Canon 5D Mark III with a 24-70 lens on its little ball head with no problem. So if you're in a situation where you can't carry a tripod and you want to just stick it into your camera backpack, it's super lightweight, super strong, just an awesome piece of gear. So that's pretty much it. I imagine a lot of you are like looking for gifts for yourself, because if you're watching me, I'm gonna kind of doubt that you're gonna give this link to your spouse, your loved one, or who else is gonna buy a present for you. They're not gonna know this stuff. Stuff is for you. You're gonna end up buying it yourself. So if you want to help support me, buy from B&H. That's very helpful. I'll have links on my website or in the description below. So happy holidays, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.